Oh, YouTube, you are not impressing me tonight. YouTube, you are not impressing me tonight. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Not even slightly. YouTube can suck my whole dick. Because here's the thing. YouTube, you were the last choice. You were the, yeah, that's right. You were the last one, YouTube. I said, I'll go to Twitch, and Twitch wasn't good. And then I said, oh, I'll stay on Facebook. And then Facebook wasn't good because it kept throwing people out. And then you go to like YouTube, which is supposed to like, video is what you do, YouTube. Video is what you do. So we'll wait for other people to get back in here. I don't know if anybody can leave a comment on the other stream or something and just be like, refresh or what happened. Unavailable. What? Yeah, Facebook was throwing people away. Yeah, my phenomenal cosmic powers. No, it cannot say unavailable. That's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Facebook. Oh, well, Maggie can see me. Some people can see me. Some people can't. I don't know, maybe try to refresh. You can see me. People, okay, it's finally working. Oh my God, YouTube. YouTube, I'm furious. YouTube. I'm furious, YouTube. Okay, so it's working. What a pain in the ass that was. What a pain in the ass. But you know what? It's not Fitshaced Fortuneteller if something doesn't fucking happen. If there isn't some fucking problem, it's not Fitshaced Fortuneteller. So. Can you ask about pets? Yes. Here's the thing about asking questions is that there is a question box that you submit to, and then I answer questions out of the question box as the weeks go by. You can ask about pets. And the only thing I don't do is questions about, what did I say? I don't do questions about kids and pregnancies and stuff because of a bad experience I had one time that I feel like I was bad to people. Not bad to people, I just felt bad. So. Let me just smoke some weed and calm down and let people find their way back here. What kind of pipe? It's a steamroller. The glass is somewhat discolored. It does need to be cleaned because it collects a lot of resin and stuff in there. Basically, it's open-ended all the way to the end. And then you put your hand over it. Some people stick their finger in there, but my fingers are too long, and then I hurt them. So. And then you take a tasty little sip. And you take all that tar straight down into your lungs. Then you hold on to it for too long. Oh, no. I'm not crying. I'm holding it in. I'm trying to talk without letting the smoke out. The smoke! All right. Somebody asked a while ago, will Barr release the Mueller report? Will it be damning in any way? We're going to go to the thingamaburger. This friend. And how do you keep it from... Oh, okay. Hang on now. Hang on. No! I messed it up. Okay. How do you keep it from breaking? My dad worries that you will be high and get clumsy and get all hurt. So... here's the thing with bongs. I break them all the time. I break them for stupid reasons. Dropping. Using a new material. Like, I don't know why I thought this was a good thing to get, but the person at the smoke shop was like, you have to get these little marble things. And then they fall into the thingamabob. Or you put them in the bottom of your bong. And they're like these little marbles. And then like, when the scum and stuff is in the water, it doesn't go into your lungs. It's just a stupid thing. I put rocks in my bong because some stoner told me to. So I put these little fucks of fucking marbles, little white fucking floral marbles, right? And I put them in this thing. And after a while from putting them in there, it caused stress on the glass and the whole fucking bottom fell out of my awesome ass bong. I was so pissed. Other times they get glass locked and then they break or some shit like that. Yeah, no, I will not be buying a bong that costs $2,000. Son of a no. No. In fact, there is a smoke shop around here called Otter's Oasis, and I actually used it as I actually and on purpose used it as the stand-in for Sugar Magnolia, which is the head shop in my upcoming book, Where We Land, I think it's called. Anyway, so there's a shop there that they have a thing where if you come in on your birthday, you get to pick one item and it's half off that item. And it doesn't even matter. Like, you can buy a bunch of little chintzy shit and be like, I want this $400 thing and I want it half off. And they're like, fucking sure. So the bong that I have, the TARDIS, was actually like $700, but I got it for 50% off, and you have all year to save up. So you go, oh, I want one of these big, expensive fucking bongs. You start saving your money, and then your birthday comes around. Yeah. Is it true that weed is better than tobacco health-wise? Yes, 100%. It is better than tobacco health-wise. In fact, the reason I smoke marijuana is for health reasons. It has a property in it that helps. I don't want to say it makes me not have seizures, but it makes my seizure medicine work better. It also has properties to take care of my chronic pain. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, I would not, in fact, be spending that kind of, some people spend that kind of money on bongs, spend $2,000 on a bong. Sure, why not? Why the fuck not, you know? Yep. CBD oil. Yep. Weed is a powerhouse. There's a guy here in Michigan who had skin cancer, and he was using CBD oil on his skin cancer, and it went away. And he had jaw cancer too, or something like that. Anyway. Oh, I have the pendulum. What should I ask about? What do you, is it worth it? What? Anyway, I was supposed to ask about the Mueller report. Is the Mueller report going to come out? Is Barr going to release it? No. If he did, would it matter? No. Oh, man. Gravity Powerade. But right? Okay, so that's the other thing that stoners are really good at, is that we can make bongs out of anything. You don't really have to spend any money. I could take a fucking I can see a 2-liter pop bottle or like a 1-liter pop bottle in there right now that I could make a bong out of. One time I was at a conference and I ran out of papers and I made a pipe out of an apple. I went to the bar and I was like, do you guys have apples back there by any chance? And the guy's like, yeah, weirdly we do, because like I guess they sold them at breakfast or something. Oh no, it was at a con suite. I went to the con suite and I was like, can I have an apple? And they're like, yeah. I can't remember what I asked the bar that if they had something, and they did. But anyway, I got an apple. And oh, it was a pen. I went to the bar and I was like, I need a pen because I'm making this pipe. And so I made a pipe out of an apple, and I went out into the back alley to smoke with it. And I asked Jess Jarman if she wanted a hit. And she was like, no, I do not want to smoke drugs out of a homemade pipe in an alley with you, Trout. And I was like, well, if you put it that way. Anyway. Is that the same thing the last time I asked about the report? Oh, I didn't realize I asked about that one already. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. Okay, clear. Uh-oh. I have a coworker who's sweet and very hot. Word wrap that bitch. What's happening? He has admitted to other coworkers that he is attracted to me, but has never seriously acted on asking me out. Should I buck up and ask him out myself? Oh. Yeah, I don't do resin dabs. I don't fucking feel like falling asleep and burning my fucking house down. Your dog takes CBD oil because she has joint pains? Oh, there you go. Okay, let's find out. Should this person ask out the guy at work? Oh no, what happened? Let's do a yes or no spread. I'm feeling saucy. Let's do, oh shit. Don't try to get away. Okay. We're going to do a what happens if you ask him out, if you don't. Let's see what happens. Watch me tell this person to ask him out and be like, that he's like, sexual harassment lawsuit. That was entrapment, though. I'm working in concert with this guy to trap you. I'm kidding. Some of the settlement money. I'm kidding. Joke. I don't know who you are. You're all anonymous. I'm on fire tonight. I'll use a crystal ball sometime tonight. I could think of a silly question. Okay. Ask him out myself. Okay. Should this person ask out the coworker? What happens if they ask out the coworker? What happens if they don't? There we go. We got your signifier. Oh. Wow. So my first instinct is don't ask this person out. Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why I'm saying this. Right now, where you're at, I feel like you know that dating in the workplace is probably not a great idea. I feel like there's an edge of that in. I feel like you ask the question because you want a guarantee. Okay, I feel like you want a guarantee that this isn't going to fuck up your job. Okay, here's the thing. It's probably going to fuck up your job. Okay? Probably going to fuck up your job. It's probably going to fuck up other stuff going on. Like, this is going to be something that follows you. And you are going to have a hard time finding a new job. So, don't ask this person out. If you don't ask them out, you do have some luck coming up, I think, in love. Because this came up, and this is the Wheel of Fortune, and it's always about luck. I think it's just saying you're going to get lucky. Don't worry about it.
What, Wheel of Fortune? Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Nothing like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
But in part 3, the stands are named after tarot cards.
Okay. That's my 16-year-old. He came out of his room. Guys! This never happened.
I'm going to stab you to death.
Please don't. Now everyone heard you say that, so when I wind up dead, oh, this is like American Beauty, where the kids made the video joking about killing the dad, and then the neighbor kills the dad, and you know, those fucking kids went to jail. It was heavily applied. That was masterful storytelling, and Kevin Spacey fucking ruined his legacy, and now I can never watch that fucking movie again.
Masterful storytelling?
Yes, it was. We have the DVD. Get it out. Go watch it. That's part of homeschooling. Go.
No, it's just that's just a coincidence.
Right? Okay. Anyway, you have other shit going on the horizon. This guy has the whole world in the palm of his hand, and I'm not going to sing it. I bet you thought I would. But this dude is like, got the whole world ahead. There's going to be other people. I'm thinking you'll fall in love with a beautiful trout.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Get your milk and go.
No.
Anyway, the point is, see that like guy there? This is the Page of Cups. This is who you are, and you're holding that little fish thing. This is my Plenty of Fish in the Sea card for you. You're gonna scoop up a fish. I mean, that's cliche as hell, but you're gonna scoop up a fish. Don't worry about it. They're not gonna be a work-related fish. And you knew you shouldn't ask them out when you asked the question. I mean, you knew. So, moving along. It's weird. That kid is never down here. Never once. I'm talking about you. You just said the other day, you always talk about Wednesday and you don't talk about me. And I'm like, because you never fucking talk to me. You're never down here. Except for telling me to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Do you guys know what JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is? I'm supposed to watch it.
Watch it.
Okay.
It's really good. I really like it.
Oh! Penny! Yes, I should know what JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is because somebody that we know is in the voice cast, aren't they? Yeah. What? I forgot about that.
Wait, which character? Because you said it was the dub, so.
I don't remember what character because I never seen it.
It's not really helpful.
She's also in the dub of Sword Art Online.
Well, good for her.
Yeah, very good for her. So. That's bonkers. Okay. That's bonkers. What's our next thing here? Okay, I gotta watch it now because I feel bad that I haven't watched it because I knew that somebody was in it. I tried to clear that Mueller report one, but I may have cleared somebody else's question. Oops. Okay. Here we go. Struggling hard physically and mentally, MRI soon, job stress, and recovering from a breakup. PTSD tells me it will always be like this. Will this? Okay. Okay. It's not always going to be like this. Okay? It's not always going to be like this. And I'm going to tell you that without looking at the cards. I can tell you that for free. PTSD is a liar. Your mental illness is a liar. Your brain is broken and it's spitting out a bunch of random gibberish that it thinks you want to hear. And the chemicals in your brain makes it like you do want to hear it. And that's not right. It's all just chemicals that's lying to you. The chemicals in your brain is not what's happening out in the real world. Okay, so it's not always going to be like this.
So technically, the chemicals are real.
Thank you, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay. Anyway. So, job stress, recovering from breakup, PTSD tells you always be like this. Will it? We are going to do 3 cards for this person. Now we'll do 10. I've got time. It's 11. I've been flying through this shit. I'm on fire! It's a good thing I bogged the whole fucking house out with smoke before my kid came down here. Here comes CPS. Woo! All right. Break up. Okay. 3 cards for this person. Will it always be this way for them? Let's do what's coming up. Let's do what they need to know to get through this. What they can expect. And this is a rough one. They need to know to get through this, what they can expect, and how they know they've come out the other side, how they know things have improved. A sign for that things are improving. Give them a sign. There's a sign they need to look for. Okay? So, sounds good. Here we go. So I said, well, you need to know to get through this. Right? This one's actually the sign that you need. Then what did I say the middle one was? We'll throw the middle one down. This isn't coming out the way that I thought it was gonna. This is not this one just kind of hijacked itself. So here we go. What you need to know to get through this, the card that came up is Justice. Okay, this is, I think, a good sign. You need to realize that everything's a balance. We're coming to a balance. Everything is a balance. Everything is, you know, what you're putting out and what you're getting back. It might seem imbalanced right now, but I mean, right now you're not getting back what you're putting out, but you will. And you need to kind of hold on to that. And you need to kind of go, okay, I know that things are going to get better. And balance also, I think in this case, because you mentioned PTSD, is going to have a little something to do with your brain chemistry, is going to have to do a little something with maybe your self-care and very closely monitoring what's going on with you. But for sure, everything's going to be fine. I'm not saying that just because I want that to be what you hear. Because you know if it was something you didn't want to hear, I would tell it to you, and then I would say this shit is all fake. The next card we've got coming up here is the Ten of Swords. Honestly, I don't remember what I said this middle card was going to be, but I think that this is information that you need to hear right now, and that is that right now, yeah, you got a lot of shit. Life is stabbing you in the back. Look at that. Totally aware of this. Life is stabbing you in the back. Things are down. Things are bad. Things are awful. Everybody knows that. But please don't freak out when you see this card. Okay? Don't be like, oh my God! What this means is that I'm going to be condemned to be stabbed to death. It's not what it means. Okay? Change is a-coming. An unstoppable force of change. There's no way to get out of this change that's coming. But guess what? It's going to be fair. And I think that what this is that you need to embrace change. You need to embrace the idea of some things. Because the situation that you're in right now is not great. And the situation that you're going to go into won't get worse. It'll get better. So don't dig in and don't get stuck on needing to recover or feel a certain way because you think it feels healthier. Don't get stuck on that. Because that's pinning you down. That's pinning you in one place. You're like a butterfly. You're pinning yourself down. So yeah, things are going to get better. It's not just bullshit coming from somebody who's like just wanting you to feel better. Literally, things are going to get better. They're going to change for the fair, but you need to be able to embrace that change because right now you're just kind of pinned down. It's a lot of feeling on that one. So here we go. So yeah, no, it's not always going to be like that. Change is coming, and it's going to be fair change, not unfair, more shit heaped upon you. All right. I'm trying to go back and get some of these ones that I haven't done. Who are the biggest problems in the Democratic presidential race? White men. Next question. Ah, stop. Who is the strongest Dem candidate? I don't know. How do we figure this one out? How are we going to find this one out? Let's see. Let's get out this muffer. This is actually a good one for crystal ball. No, we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. We're going to use our handy-dandy pendulum board. But I didn't trust myself to hand letter, but as it turns out, I'm a really good hand letterer. I'm making spirit boards and stuff. Okay, so Here's what we need to know. And then I'll tell you something cool about this pendulum. Who is the strongest Democratic frontrunner? Give me initials. Give me a first initial. Wait, no, not frontrunner. Give me just the strongest. Who's going to be the strongest candidate? Fuck, who should we just go with? Okay. Is that... That's pretty clearly... That's pretty clearly a C. Okay. So somebody starts with a C. First initial. Wait, hang on. C. All right, give us the first initial of a first name. That's the C. Give us the first initial of the second name. Oh, okay. CB. So I'd assume Cory Booker. That's where we ended up. So I guess that's, you know, somebody's mad at Cory Booker. I don't know. It's kind of what came up. So who knows? But maybe it doesn't know. Oh, ambiguous intent. I don't know how often you've been here. I feel bad for not remembering. But if this is, you know, if I've never said this before when you've been watching, if you don't like the outcome of a reading, just say that it's fake. Just go, this shit is fake. This shit is fake. Just like that all the time. My child did leave, so when I smoke pot again, I'm not smoking pot like. You have been. I am sorry. I feel so bad that I don't remember people's names on here. How many times have people said what to me? That something is fake? A lot. But I don't take offense to it. A lot of people say it's fake. Oh, okay. All right. Then yeah, then you've been here a long time. So you know this shit is fake if you don't like the outcome. Hey, yeah. Well, hey, it's Saturday night. People do shit on Saturday night. I'll tell you what. I'm going to have to do... That's right. You're Orthodox. There you go. There you go. Well, I have for the month of May is going to be Trixie. There probably won't be Drunk Tarot in the month of May, and the reason why, oh no, is because I will be in because I'm in a show. I'm in War Paint, and it's like, I don't know if you've ever heard of the musical. It starred Patti LuPone and Christine Ebersole on Broadway, and it closed in November. And so the theater, the Kalamazoo Civic, is doing a production of it, and they're like one of the first in the country to like get the rights to do it, and like to the point that it's a community theater, but we had to like hire equity actresses to play the lead roles because they were like, you can't really have this unless you know you've got people. So it's like a big production. Like it's a big fucking deal. Like they've got like an LCD background and all of this shit. It's got a horrible title for a play. Fantastic play. It's about Elizabeth Arden and Helena Rubinstein and all of that stuff. But it's a big, big production, and I am singing in it. I'm not in it, but I am singing. I'm in the pit, and because there's a need for like a lot of voices in it, more voices than can fit on the stage. So I am singing in the pit, which is fantastic, which means I do not have to wear character shoes or a costume. And that's exciting, and that's why I tried out to be a pit singer. But I will be, because the show runs for about a month in May, I won't be here. I won't be able to be here to do, you know, obviously I can't come on at 10. And yeah, I could like race home and be like, I'm home and it's like 11 o'clock and we'll do it at 11 instead. But I'm going to be so fucking tired. And then I'll have a show to do the next day. So all of that stuff. Yeah, no, character shoes hurt like ass. And when I did Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, I loved doing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I love everybody at Center Stage Theater in Comstock, Michigan. However, I did not love that I was the only fucking person that had to wear character shoes with their costume. Like, what bullshit was that? I was Augustus Gloop's mom. I was Mrs. Gloop. And I had to wear, nobody else had to wear character shoes. It's okay, because, I mean, like, my kid died at the beginning of Act 1, and I just went off stage and sat and took my shoes off until I had to come on at the end. Character shoes are like, imagine the chunkiest, just imagine, it's like a chunky 2-inch heel on a pump with absolutely no support in the fucking vamp, no grip on the bottom of the shoe whatsoever, and the teensiest, tiniest little clasp on the strap. So, go to the costume room and find the shoes that a lesbian would wear to a wedding. Oh my God. Pretty much. Yeah, the really awful thing too is that they only last about one. A lot of people go through like one show. Like sometimes people can make them last like a season. Like they'll go through one season with one pair of shoes and then they'll get rid of them. But I'm really cheap and they're like $30. So I have a pair that I have worn through like two seasons now. Going into the third season. I'll be doing my third big summer show in them. And the nails are coming out of the bottom. But I'm not buying new ones. I don't care. And it's Wizard of Oz. So if I want to be the Cowardly Lion, he wouldn't wear those shoes anyway. Where were we before I started talking about theater stuff? Where were we? All right. I can delete that. Anyway, so May, that's a long roundabout way of talking about May and how I won't be here because I'm a serious musician. All right. I've been considering streaming on Twitch, but not sure if it'd be more of a distraction from my writing project or if it'd be beneficial to me. All right, person who asked on the 16th. Should they start streaming on Twitch? It's like a real lukewarm yes. Kind of like a go for it, but it's not going to change your life. Is it going to have a detrimental effect on their writing? Nah. Real lukewarm, no. No. It's kind of like not a threat. Try it out. I'm doing some more of these. See? Oh, was that your question? So it took me a long time to get to that. Yeah, just kind of. I'm just gonna knock out a few of these yes or nos with my pendulum right now. This person might have wanted a longer reading, but this is a really easy question to ask. They said, should I seek to change schools, or is it too early in my teaching career to move away from a strong established team? Okay, here we go. Should they seek to move away from the school they're at? Getting a no. Getting a no. Don't go away from your team right now. It is saying that it's a bad idea to go right now. You like that? You like that sexy singing? That's how I got the role. Obviously, that's not how I actually am going to sing in the show. Especially since I am a soprano and they generally don't write parts at like the mid monotone range for sopranos. Gotcha. You know what? Ambiguous intent. Let's throw down 3 cards about it. Let's take a look. We're just going to do 3 cards, and we're not even going to throw down, like, this means this and this means that. We're just going to throw down 3 cards for you. Let's just fucking go. Let's just go wild. Let's just go fucking wild. Ambiguous intent. You've been here since the beginning. You've been here through thick and thin. Through thick and through thin. And through 2 beers. And lots of weed. Me getting high. Singing to you. Talking about character shoes. Talking about character shoes. Okay. Let's just get like 3 cards. Fuck it. Let's get 5 because that number just popped into my head. 5 cards. We'll just throw down 5 cards. No! You want to be in there, you better get the reading some other way. Stop begging for attention. I drive this tugboat. All right, this has got 5 cards for you because it wanted 5. Okay. Yes, I want to see your manicure. This person teaches school, I assume. Seems like this person is teaching school. See? This is what I'm drinking. Mike's Hard. Malt liquor hits me like nobody's business. Malt beverages. They hit me like a motherfucking truck. So are you teaching? Or are you just going there? It feels teachy, but, you know, I could be wrong. All right. So here's the thing. That's happening here. It doesn't look like okay, this is just kind of telling a little story here. Pause for one moment while I look at the story. Oh, why do you have to bring up where the red fern grows, Mike? Oh, old Dan and little Anne. That poor kid killed so many raccoons just to get those dogs so that he could kill more raccoons. And then what happens? What happens? They get attacked. And then what happens? Then his fucking mom has to wash the dog's intestines out in soapy water in a basin and try to tuck them back in. Oh my God, I would not have done that for my... I love you, Sammy, but I would not do that for you. No, about the second one, squirting Dawn into your abdominal cavity is when we fucking part ways. Like, that's... See you on the other side, friend. No. Mike is like, sorry, should have known better than to mention where the red fern grows to a drunk person. Okay. Here we go. This is what you got going on. This is a story. Here's what I'm seeing here. You, not saying that there's a huge problem with the money. You know, like, I'm seeing you as being, like, this sounds crazy, but I guess you're like an 8th grade teacher, but, like, and I'm not, like, making fun of people, but teachers, we all know this is not, like, a field you get into for money, but you feel like you are sort of living with value, like, a little bit. You are feeling like this is the thing that you value here is this is very interesting. You are enjoying the job. You don't, like you said, you don't like the material and stuff, but there is very much a fucking, like, you're the lady in the gold outfit. See, I'm thinking all of this stuff. Like, look at all of this stuff. It's almost like I have attained what I wanted, and like you're doing this thing that you wanted to do, and so you're in your garden and you're happy with all your value around you. Okay. Great. That's a super place to be. Okay. But here's what else we've got going on. You've also got, like, there's like a lot of worries right here. Okay. Like there's a lot of, like, worries and upset and, wow, like, am I wasting my time? Am I throwing away my bird garden lady? Am I really bird garden lady? Or am I this dude who's, like, upset upside down? Like, have I tied myself up in knots over this for no reason? Have I hoisted myself upon my own petard? I feel like this is it's like there is a big war here between, like, your personal values, and you are like second guessing a lot. Like, it's almost like you feel good about something having to do with your job, and then you're like, but do I really feel good about it? Are you sure you feel good about it? Like, that's like what this spread looks like. Okay. And I think that, and then the bottom two cards, just the way that I laid them down, okay, like, are on the bottom, and it's like the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. And I think that if I hold them like this, it's backwards. Which way were they? No, they weren't like that for me. They were like this for me. Okay. I think what I'm looking at here is a sort of idea of the feeling of, like, I need to master and know exactly what I want, and then I'm on the path to this specific goal, or this specific, not goal. Hang on. Not goal. Level? No. Kind of like a level, like a specific, like you're feeling like you should be doing everything according to this certain, almost like if there was a map. If I do this and this and this, and then I'll reach this proficiency, or I will be the way that I imagined that I was going to be when I started this journey. I better have that under lock right now. But instead, I think you've got this queen here who is, like, very airy-fairy, very, you know, has this thing, this action here. It feels like it's saying that every action that you're taking, like, just chill out. Like, stop second-guessing it. Stop second-guessing yourself. Stop worrying about, is this taking me to the place where I want to be? Is this going to get me to this level of proficiency, or to this point in my career that I sort of imagined that I would be doing the things that I imagined. Like you want to get to the point where you're doing the things that you imagined that you were going to be doing the second you made the idea to go out and be a teacher. Okay. So you are, Oh, you're talking here. 850 aren't low enough. Too much. Right. I think that maybe what's happening here is just the idea that you didn't quite foresee the job being this way. And because you didn't foresee the job being this way, you're not sure if you are allowed to still, like, I don't know, adjust your values, adjust your expectations, or adjust what you want. You feel very much like you had an idea of what you were going to do. It was going to go this way. You were going to feel this way about it. And now it's like, well, I don't. It's not ideal. It's not the idealized thing that I put out there. But am I still allowed to be happy? I guess would be that's the long way around way, is that this is what this is addressing, is this feeling of, even though this isn't exactly the way that I wanted this thing to be, am I still allowed to be happy? Am I still allowed to include this on my upward momentum? And I think that the Queen of Swords is there to say, yes, absolutely. You are allowed to take the actions that you want to take. You are allowed to change the direction that you are going in. You are absolutely allowed to be happy about things and to enjoy parts of your job and to dislike parts of your job. Also, another big thing that's coming through here is that just because you don't like one part of your job doesn't mean that you're failing at it. Just because you don't like a part of your job doesn't mean that it's harming your journey, I guess. So that is very much what I'm getting right here, is like this feeling of going, this isn't what I expected it to be. This isn't what I envisioned for myself. Am I still allowed to be happy? And yes, you are. And you are allowed to change the direction of, if you decide instead of going left, I want to go right, you are perfectly allowed to do so. But wow, that reading was hard to pull the words for. You know what I mean? Like when you're looking in your mind and you got the words and you're looking in your mind. Does that make sense? Ambiguous? And I like how it's ambiguous. And I'm like, it's not specific. But does that make sense? Anyway. Oh, I really want to click on that Instagram link right this second. I have to come back and do it again. I think I strained my eye trying to think of a word. Can you do that? Can you strain a muscle thinking too hard? Oh shit, it's 11:30, and so it is now feature length. It is time for me to go get my Saturday nookie and live my life beautifully like a fucking champion, which I do every day. And I hope you live your life beautifully like a champion, like you do every day. And I will be back next week. Or, yeah, right? Oh, Saturday from now is a week. Saturday from Saturday is always a week.